What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. The mercado rumors are heating up, and they're going to start pouring in faster and faster, especially given the start coming in January. Is all of it good news? Is some of it bad news? We'll let you know. Stick with us. We'll fill you in now. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today, it is Monday, December 27th, 2021, and of course I have your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all that you care about, especially now that the Mercado is coming upon us in the short week or so. That was a weird way of me saying that. Anyway, you know what I meant. Anyway, let's just go ahead before we do anything though. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Let's just go ahead and jump into it and give you what we have today in the Mercado. All right. First up is an old name, name that's been resurgent, which I'm happy about because I learned how to say a name properly, and we need to be able to talk about it again so that way I can actually continue saying it. Calcio Mercado is reporting that Tchouameni is and remains the number one target for the summer. The obstacles are essentially two: the price, which exceeds 50 million, and the link difficulty Juve may have in selling their players. This is one of those that's been kind of now hearing about this today has been kind of a surprise to me, or kind of took me it took me by surprise. I guess it's the same thing. I now want to say blindsided by it because I've been wanting to hear about Tchouameni. Problem is I think more and more likely, Juventus fans, we here at the Bianconeri Zone have talked about it, and we're pretty much feeling that the way it is right now, it's just Tchouameni is going to be way too expensive. Plus, he has way too many suitors as it is currently, especially in the Premier League, maybe PSG, all those different areas where really they can have an upper hand because of the amount of wealth that a lot of those clubs have, along with just the idea that Tchouameni doesn't really have a connection when it comes to Juventus that maybe another player that we're looking at really may have. So that's the way it stands right now. We'll see if anything comes of this, but the problem is Juventus got to sell so many guys, and then how much are they willing to pay 50 million euros? Because I think this is a situation that's not like Locatelli, and it's not like Chiesa or whatever have you, where these are players that are like, I want Juve, this is where I want to go. It's Tchouameni, who is a French player who plays at Monaco currently, who can go anywhere he wants to, and he doesn't, like I say, he doesn't have the connection. So anyway, we'll see how that ends up panning out, but that's the way it looks for me. That's the way personally that I feel it looks right now. All right, let's move on to the next topic of the day, and that is, of course, Motto Icardi. We got to talk about this. I don't know why I was going to say SOB. Let's get talk about this SOB right now. Gazzetta dello Sport is reporting, saying that there is no chance for Icardi in January. Cherubini talked with PSG for Icardi. PSG has ruled out a loan with an option. Juve does not intend to commit themselves to a player who's about 29 years old on 9 million euros a year. Unless, in a surprising way, PSG changes their mind, Maro will not leave. I think this is kind of an important one, an important report, mainly just kind of put to rest any of those rumors, especially a lot of those rumors that have been coming out pretty strongly that we've reported, that we talked about. There have been a lot of reports out there. I did also preface those reports saying I don't know about the source personally. I don't think it's that good of a source. I did say that, but there have been a lot of murmurings out there about Icardi coming to Juve. Right now, I think it's just all things considered, PSG want to be able to sell him because, again, it could be a similar situation that we're in. They have all the money in the world, but you don't want to continue having a player that's going to be hitting 30 here shortly on 9 million euros and all the money they have to pour into him. And then what happens if he goes to Juve, gets injured, and then you send him right back and you have to pay him the same amount of money? It doesn't work out positive. We know how it works out. We have those guys right now. We have a whole line and list of those guys that we've had to deal with in the past few years or so. So that'll be interesting. Let me know. I know there's a few of you that are very, very high on Icardi and that really want to see Icardi for some reason in a Juventus shirt. But as it stands right now, it seems less and less likely. So what other options are there that Juve has? Where does it seem most likely that Juve will end up getting a player from? Well, let's move on to the next one. And we got to talk about our guy, Dusan Vlahovic. Of course, every day we got to talk about it. We got to keep the updates going about what's his situation, how is it panning out right now. Gazzetta dello Sport's reporting that potentially we could be moving away from Vlahovic, and I don't know if I like this report, to be honest. when I say I don't like it, I'm not happy about it. Not that I don't like who's reporting it or whatever. Fiorentina will do everything to keep Vlahovic in January. He is first on Juve's list, but contacts with Dusan's entourage in recent times have been increasingly cold with Juventus. That's not a great sign. The demands are high, and he is heading towards the Premier League. So this is going to be a bit of a heartbreaking, if you will, report over here from Gazzetta dello Sport. I'm sure Gazzetta dello Sport was more than happy to report that for Juventus, given their leanings or perceived leanings. Let's say that, to be fair. But yeah, for some reason it seems that Dusan may be leaning more toward going to the Premier League, which part of me understands because I get it. Vlahovic, he's not an Italian player. He didn't grow up with it. While he may like Juventus, it seems more and more likely that why wouldn't you be open to some other teams, especially right now? If we look at where Juventus is sitting, is anybody confident that Juventus is making the Champions League next year? Right? I feel some sense of confidence, or not confidence, renewed hope. Let's say that. I feel hopeful that Juventus has more and more of a chance to end up making Champions League. But is that confirmed? We don't know. Anything could happen this next month or month and a half or so is going to get it pretty rough when it comes to the teams that they're playing. If they can get it out of that one pretty unscathed, or not unscathed, but you know what I mean, not in a deeper hole, then I'll feel pretty good. So we'll see how that goes out. So right now, I'm sorry to rain on everybody's parade. If you're in the Icardi crowd, raining on your parade. If you're in the Tchouameni one, maybe some renewed hope, but probably raining on your parade. Vlahovic now, raining on the parade. What are we talking about next? Well, maybe the guy that Juventus will be going for. And that's Gazzetta dello Sport, who is reporting about Scamacca. This takes me back over a year ago from now, when we were talking about him a lot on the website. But the Juve management and Allegri have decided to focus on Scamacca, Gianluca Scamacca, this January. The Sassuolo striker is valued at 40 million euros, but Juve are aiming to have him on loan with no obligation to buy, which is kind of interesting, right? Especially if you're going all in for a player. I guess you would think that you would be completely I don't know, not want to tie yourself to the player, but if you're going to go all in for him, you think you'd be willing to commit to a purchase. But I guess the smartest way, and it is definitely the smartest move, is maybe if you have an option to buy, but not an obligation to buy for Gianluca Scamacca, because we don't know. He's still he's not a finished product. We don't fully know what he will end up being, where his career is going to go, in his path in the future. He seems to have definitely developed over the last year into a more sturdy striker. I think he definitely fits a little bit of the mold of what I'm looking from. Obviously not nearly what Vlahovic is, because Vlahovic is, I like to use the word a brick bleep house. You can fill in the bleep with whatever word you think it is, but he kind of is. He's sturdy, he's tall, he's strong. Scamacca's got some of that, and I'm hoping to see him develop into a very good striker, though Vlahovic, if we're being honest, is apparently he's why couldn't I get it? There it is, generational talent. Why couldn't I get that one out? To me, I feel like he's a generational talent, and I feel like Juventus will be missing out by losing on him. But if it's the will of the player, that has changed within 24, 48 hours. It is what it is. We'll see. A lot of these reports, you never know. Things change like that. So we'll see where it goes in the end. But right now, what are your thoughts when it comes to Scamacca being the main target in January, and then also maybe for the future? I'm kind of intrigued by the report saying no obligation to buy. I'm not sure what that means. I would imagine it means just getting an option to buy. But I wonder what that means, if there's another option that maybe they're looking out there. Is there another option you're looking at that maybe we haven't mentioned lately that you would like to see Juve pursue in the future? Let me know in the comment section down below. As well as, like I said, let me know your thoughts on Icardi being out and Vlahovic and that the drama that keeps going on with him now. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. That's all the news I really have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure you please hit that like button. It really helps our with the algorithm and help our channel grow. So it really does help if you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Join the community that we have here, and consider joining the member squad. All the videos that we have on here, the lives, the daily news videos, all the other specialty videos are all thanks to the member squad as well, and the giveaways that we're starting to do. We're actually having more and more giveaways here coming soon. So make sure you're tuned in and you're staying subscribed to the channel for that as well. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.